Yo, what's up guys? This is the Wolf with a new video, and on this video we're gonna be looking at NAS 100. Alright, so we are not wasting any time. Let's head to the daily time frame. Alright, so from the previous week we've seen that NASDAQ kind of pick up steam. Alright, it did decline for like 2 days. You see, it did decline for like 2 days, going to its standpoint. Alright, starting point, and then from then it picked up pace, going to where we always anticipated it would go, but it didn't break this level, man. Didn't break this level, so it's still under this level. So we're gonna be looking into it. So let's just put up our levels, man. Before we continue with the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to a homie of mine, Ash Graphics. He's been doing my graphics and I'm really loving them. And if you would like also to have graphics done, please, his numbers are on the screen. Go hit him up, and I'll also link up his YouTube channel on the description below. Please guys, go check him out. Like, he's really good. I'm loving them. Like, he's just so great, man. Back to the video. With our trend lines, they kind of seem a bit sketchy, but however we put them, whether we start by putting it here, like see, this also be that skip of a thing. All right, but this one here, it seems like a very powerful one because it kind of have this its own inner trend here. All right, so, and it touches whether we started from here or there, so it doesn't matter really. All right, so, and then also this one has this bit of a violation here, but it's all right. All right, it's all right because it kind of makes sense. Okay, so what happens that we had this trend, first touch, second touch, and then also can even counter this one, doesn't matter, and then our touch here, and obviously we had that bit of a violation, but because it went back inside the trend, count it as a touch, and then we broke now. All right, so what, and this always kind of happen in the market. All right, the market kind of give you that a bit of a fake out, and then it returns inside the trend, and then after that now finally breaks. All right, I don't know if y'all have been seeing that kind of sequence in the market, that when you are having a trend, kind of respects it, and then gives you a little bit of a fake out where you are least expecting it, and then eventually the next move after that fake out, after he has returned inside the trend and then respected the trend, the next move from there, it just breaks the market. That's the sequence. Like, I've seen it from every market. All right, so that's kind of what's been happening. We can even remove this one for now. All right, not saying that the market won't respect it any longer, because obviously it can come back to retest it and then usually push up. All right, so but let's just remove it for now. All right, because we have this inner trend also here, so let's cater for this inner trend here. All right, so you can draw it however we see fit, as long as it makes sense, because that's all that matters. Whatever you draw, it has to make sense. All right, make sense to you, and at least show when the other person reads your chart, your analysis, has to see what you are doing. It's gotta like have a bit of a direction, find some direction in what you are doing, that okay, this makes sense. All right, so that's what I'm kind of spotting, this inner trend right here. All right, so it's gonna be our drive for now, because you can see also the market kind of gave us a fake out here, but it's not necessarily a fake out because of our levels. Remember, the levels are kind of more important. All right, because the market will always, when there are levels and trends, it will always violate the trend, but not necessarily violate the levels. All right, the market kind of always respect the levels. Okay, so even here, as it broke the trend, it didn't necessarily kind of like be like it's the end of the trend that the market's going down. It violated because it had to come here on the level to respect the level. Then that's why you see that came back inside the level and then just continue with the movement. So from here we know for sure the market just gonna heat up we are near the resistance level, so it's going to be a little bit tricky, but it's not a problem, right? Because we know that the market has to go up. We have to enter the zone here, the zone of this level here, 11,677.1, and yeah, 12,217.3. So that's the zone that we are looking to go into. All right, that's the zone for this coming week, man. We have to insert that zone. We have to go inside that zone. All right, so that's our target for this coming week, to go inside this zone right here. All right, but obviously it's not just gonna go just like that. All right, the market is the market. All right, and remember, there are also fundamentals in place. All right, so but according to what I see, look at this thing engulfed this one, and you see it closed before the market closed before it could even engulf the second one. All right, so meaning it was a very powerful Friday, man. It was a very beautiful Friday. All right, so what we are looking for the market to do when it opens, going to give us that bit of a direction. Maybe we might even expect a jump. All right, but we'll just see, because we are looking to enter this zone, because we've been speaking this for a while now. All right, because we have to come and test this level here. All right, we have to go to reach this trend line. We have to go touch it. It's about time we go touch it. All right, so I'm positive, man, that just gonna continue going up until here, maybe then, but eventually we will touch the trend line, then maybe even break it and return inside the trend. All right, like I'm positive that we will go up, man. I'm so positive that we will pick up that bullish momentum, because man, NASDAQ is always going up. All right, it's been declining for over a year now, but still, man, we know that NASDAQ is forever going up. All right, so we will pick up that momentum. I'm still positive, man. Positive. We will pick up that momentum and then go back to the all is going up NASDAQ. All right, so for this coming week, man, still same thing. Just gonna be looking into this inner trend here. All right, because the goal is to go touch the trend line. All right, that's the goal. All right, but for this coming week, we have to enter this zone. Maybe we might even have 2 to 3 touches inside the zone. All right, meaning if we enter the zone, we'll have 2 to 3 touches. All right, so meaning by 2 to 3 touches mean from here to here is first touch, then from here to here is second touch. All right, something like that. All right, so meaning we will enter that zone, and the market just gonna do its thing, man. Because if you look from the smaller perspective, like from small time frame, you will find too many levels that might give you a bit of a headache. All right, but by looking from 4-hour and daily, kind of becomes simple. All right, becomes simple what you have to do, man. Just have to enter that zone. All right, but obviously don't forget about this inner trend and then other levels that may be there. All right, but the goal is to enter the zone. All right, so be on the lookout to enter that zone, man. Maybe from here the market might, and eventually we will enter the zone. And yeah, there's a chance that we might also return to this point here, which I hate that, but obviously, man, the market is the market. Might also return back here. All right, and be yeah, all that was not for nothing, but it's not. All right, so we might come back to test also from here. All right, so the opening of the market will give us that direction we are looking for, but always be on the lookout, man, because I'm positive that we'll enter the zone for this week, man. Very positive. But even if we don't touch it, if we don't enter to that zone, still okay, man. The market is the market. There's always space for being wrong. When you become wrong, that's where you learn the most. So the market might also do something like this, all right, because the goal is to touch that trend line there. All right, so but we just don't know, man. We just be observing the market, see what's going on. All right, so if you learn anything, guys, you know what you have to do. Give me that thumbs up, man, and I really appreciate y'all.